What is good, everyone? This is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. Live your best life. You must live label free. Super excited. We've got a very cool guest with us. She is also a podcast host of the Treasures Within podcast. She is a success coach and an entrepreneur. Please welcome Giorgia G. Giorgia, thanks for joining us today. I'm excited for this conversation.
Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
You know, I forgot to ask you before we start recording. You have got a great accent. It's very beautiful. Where are you from?
Oh, thank you. I am from a very small town on the east coast of Italy, but I am living in London in the UK right now.
Oh, okay. So you're all right. So it's a little bit later in the day for you. So thank you for making this happen. Um, what
Okay.
so tell us a little bit about your success being a success coach, because you really focus on helping creative women become more profitable with their endeavors, correct?
Yes, that's correct. And as a creative woman myself, I know how hard it is to find out the thing that you're meant to do.
Yeah.
I did so many things in my life. I started to be a teacher, but I didn't work out. Then I was a freelance writer, and I was really great for a few years because I always loved writing, and that was a way for me to monetize my passion, and that's the dream, right?
Yeah.
I found that it was not fulfilling. It was enjoyable, but it was not fulfilling.
Yeah.
And so when I moved into skincare coaching, helping women take care of their skin, and which is more than just skin or beauty. It's really helping them find that confidence to solve that, that to cure the acne or minimize the wrinkles so that they can feel their best and have their best life.
Yeah.
And but throughout all these things, because every time I went out, one of my passions, and again, it was just like, oh, I'm loving this, doing this for like a few years, and it's so exciting and it's new. And then you hit a point where you master it, and it starts to get a bit boring and repetitive. And I always felt like, okay, what's going on here? Because when this happens once, you think, oh, I have just picked the wrong passion. But when it happens three, four, five times, like it happened to me, then I had to realize that as a multi-passionate and as a creative,
Yeah.
I was not meant to do just one thing in my life. And eventually that led me to, when I owned that, it led me to become a coach and help women that are in the same situation that don't know who their life
Yeah.
to actually help understand what they're supposed to do in this phase of their life and also how to combine their multiple passions together in one business without niching down. Which in a way is what I do right now, because right now with coaching, I still use my passion for writing, I still use my passion for teaching. It's a way to combine everything that I do. And
Yeah.
so I started with doing this a couple of years ago. And then I found out that even with the guidance you give women, these amazing women, these amazing ideas, amazing purposes, the right strategies on how to find the clarity and how to find the right clients and how to build their businesses. And still there was something holding them back.
Yeah.
And that's where I realized the mindset work comes in to help them work on their confidence and those limiting beliefs that help them that held them back, that hold them back. Like
Yeah.
they were holding me back as well, like all this confusion around what to do with their life. For example, is a big form of sabotage because as long as I was telling myself that I was confused, I was not taking action, right? And if you don't take action, you can fail. And so again, while it's so hard to tell my story in just a few, in just a minute. Really, I just jumped from one thing to another, but that's what led me to clarity, led me to the work that I do right now, which is a combination of everything we talked about. So I help these amazing, creative, purpose-driven women find their calling, start their business, and overcome all these limiting beliefs that keep them stuck. And that's why I call myself a success coach, because as much as I don't like labels either, it's a way for me to just give them everything they need to build a wildly profitable business.
I love that. So, I mean, I think I talk to so many coaches and everybody's very unique in what they offer and how they help people. And you really there's an audience and there's clients for everyone. And so, somebody could be listening right now that would be like, "Oh my gosh, I love what Giorgia G is all about. I want to maybe I want to reach out to her and see if, I could hire her as a coach." So what would that ideal person look like that was wanting to come to you and you help them become more successful in what they're trying to do?
Oh, sure. So I love to work with women that are very creative. So they have lots of different ideas and are not quite sure which one is the one to pursue. Also, women that are purpose driven.
Yeah.
It's not just about making money or having this, not working from a beach in Bali, but really is about wanting to fulfill their purpose, wanting to fulfill their greatest potential and using their gifts, their many talents, their creative ideas to make a difference in the world. And they are also ambitious because we need ambitious women. We need to, because fulfilling your purpose, it means that, it's, I mean, when you want to make a difference in the world, that's ambitious.
Yeah.
And we need more women that just get out of our own way and do the work that we are meant to do so we can fully and truly help other people.
I love that. And so what does that process look like? So let's say we have an audience member. It's like, okay, that's great. I need some help because I'm very creative and I don't know which direction to go. What does that look like when you take on a client?
Oh, thank you for asking that. So, first, I like to start with vision. As everyone, like if you can't build anything if you don't know where you're going. And
Yeah.
I find that a lot of women and men as well, I work with women, our vision tends to be diluted into what we think it's possible, into what we think it's realistic. And so I help really unearth what it is that they truly here to do. If there were, like, if they had a magic wand, if there were no limits, what is that thing or multiple things, if you are multi-passionate, that
Yeah.
you would like to achieve? And then we make a plan on how to get there.
Yeah.
What would be that very first step? Because these visions are big and they are ambitious, and you always have to reverse engineer. So what would it look like the first 3 months, and then or the first 6 months, and really make a plan to get there and start looking at some strategies on how you can start putting that in place. And at the same time, we also work on the mindset because again, as soon as you get the strategies, but even the clarity, because you have no idea. Many women come to me saying, "I have no idea what to do with my life, or what business to start, or what to do next,"
Yeah.
and inevitably every single time, as we talk and I coach and we dive deep, they always mention it in passing, and in the next breath, it's like, "Oh, I can't do that because," instead, so many reasons why they are talking themselves out of it. If you only have the strategies,
Yeah.
you just declare, but you don't have the mindset work to really overcome those limiting beliefs. And again, talk yourself into your dreams and talking
Yeah.
yourself out of it.
Yeah.
But then you are going to self-sabotage. You are not going to get to where you want to go. So the process is sometimes messy because it's a bit different for everyone. Everyone has different sabotaging blocks
Sure.
that are stopping them, but that's usually how I work. We get clear on the vision, and then I give you the strategy together with the massive work. And a lot of it really is helping you become that woman who can build your business. So if you had the business of your dreams, how would you act? What would your day-to-day life be like?
Yeah.
What tasks are you working on? So really embodying that person and making decisions from that person so that because when we think that, we're going to have what we want, like you do the steps and you have what you want, then you become happy, you become confident. But actually, it's the other way around. If you are not confident and you won't take the steps to have what you want.
Yeah.
So that is my person in a nutshell.
What is good, everyone? This is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. Live your best life. You must live label free. Can we get a round of applause today? Woo! Today I'm excited to announce Manscaped launched their Ultra Premium Collection. Believe it or not, it's for your not so private parts. I'm talking about a leveled up hygiene routine with your favorite manly scent. And let me tell you something, oh, it smells so good. My man wears this every day. This is an all-in-one skin and hair care kit for the everyday man and covers you from head to toe. Manscaped is trusted below the waist. Now trust them with the rest. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com and use the code LABELFREE20 for 20% off and free shipping. And enjoy. I think that as women, we do have a lot of limiting beliefs that we need to overcome. Even the most confident, because I'm pretty confident, but I do have, sometimes I have those thoughts pop in my head, and I have to discipline myself and my mindset to not believe those thoughts. You know what I mean? Do you have like a success story of one of your clients that you've worked with, and like what that looked like for her and how she was able to achieve the success that she was looking for with all her different ideas and the life she wanted to live?
I work with women that are still in the early stages of their business. So if you're talking about, like, I don't have success stories of like 7 figures, but I have worked with women that, again, one woman that came to me that she was just starting her business,
Okay.
and she has like a coloring book business with books that are manifestation and money mindset. So really, again, doing the master work through coloring to help you, again, get whatever you want. And she has amazing stories of like influencers that use their books and manifesting like the love of their life. And when she came to me, she wanted to get into BuzzFeed, and she had tried everything, like contacting a publication and also hiring copywriters that specialize in that, and it still was not working.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started doing the mindset work,
Yeah.
it turns out that she really, like, she had not even told their family that she had started this business. Like, she wanted to be in these big publications, but
Yeah.
she was hiding in real life.
Wow.
And so it's really hard to like promote yourself when you can't even like come
Yeah.
to the people in your life that that's what you're doing. And once we did the master work around that, she was able to get into BuzzFeed within a matter of weeks, really. And she was featured more than once.
That's amazing. Oh,
And she
wow.
was at the very beginning of her business. So not like someone that had like 6 figures or lots of, like, she was just starting out. This is proof of like what is possible when you actually do this work and you have both the right strategies and the right mindset.
Yeah, that's an amazing story. I love that. So, do you do like a consultation call? Like it's like a call with potential clients, and then do you have like a minimum amount of months that they have to sign up with you? So, what does that look like as far as like if they for a commitment from someone?
Yeah, so my signature program is called the Limited Entrepreneur, and it is a 3 month journey for people that are in the earlier stages.
Okay.
And again, uh, they get the process that we took before. So vision, mindset, embodiment, becoming that woman, and strategies. And I also offer VIP days for people that maybe you can commit or you don't want to commit to a 3 month journey, but you
Yeah.
still like someone's ads in your business or a day of just mindset work
Yeah.
or to help you overcome whatever it is that is blocking you. So we look at the mindset, we look at the strategy. So that is an option as well. And I also offer 1 hour laser coaching sessions for people that really they just have one issue, one problem, they want the clarity on that.
Yeah.
So because I really want to help Well, I wouldn't say that I want to make this accessible, and because everyone has different needs, right? Not everyone is ready for like a 3 or 6 months coaching journey. But and so I have different packages to help everyone get that clarity and the plan of action to help them reach their goals.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. So where can people find you if they wanted to set up a call with you or learn more about your coaching? Where should they go to?
Oh, you can go to my website, thetreasureswithin.net.
Very cool. And then are you on social media as well?
Yes, I am on Instagram and my handle is it's Giorgia G.
Nice. I love it. I love it. So you have a podcast. Tell us about your podcast.
Oh, yes, my podcast is called The Just Within, like my business. And it's, I interviews, again, creative, purpose-driven, very ambitious women on how they found their calling, how they started their businesses, and also we delve deep into again the mindset work and the struggles they had to overcome themselves. And most of my guests, they are again very creative, very multi-passionate. So some great examples of how they two are merging their multiple passions into one business without niching down.
Yeah.
And also, I have interviews with web designers, Instagram strategies. So if you are creative and you are banging your head against the wall on how to master Instagram, what also to create, what to put on your website, then I got you covered because, again, we are some amazing experts specialized in working with creatives like you.
Awesome. And then you're streaming on every platform?
Yes, I am on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, and Google Podcast as well.
Awesome. You guys, I will put both those, all of her links in the show notes. So go check her out. If anything, go follow her. That's the best way to support people like us that do have a podcast, is to go follow her podcast and listen to her episodes. So this is the part of the show where I like to ask for any last words of wisdom or advice. What would you like to share with the audience today?
I would like to say, don't put yourself in a box. If you are creative, if you have a big purpose and big dreams, just trust that whatever it is that your heart is starting to do is the right things. You don't have to put a name on it. You don't have to only do one thing or niche down like what the expert says. Just follow your heart, and it's gonna be messy. But when you follow your intuition and do what you feel called to do,
Yeah.
that's when you are going to find your purpose and you're going to do your best work and you're really going to leave a big mark on this world.
I found that when you follow your passion, you follow your heart, miracles start happening for you like on a daily basis. And it's amazing how your life can change so significantly, not only from within, but on the outside as well. And just when you really listen to what you're supposed to do. So I totally agree with that, because I've formed my own type of path. I'm a creative, like yourself, and it's it's been a fun ride. And so I tell people, trust your gut. If your gut's telling you something, follow it, and it's never going to look like what you think it's supposed to look like. It's probably going to be even better. So yeah, I'm all about that.
So true.
Well, thank you so much for being a guest today, Giorgia G. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience before we say goodbye?
Oh, I think we covered pretty much lots of ground, and thank you again for having me. And to everyone that is listening, again, just keep following your heart. Your path is unique and is different from everyone. So you have no competition. Don't compare to other people. Just do you.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Well, thank you so much. Please keep us up posted on any new projects or anything that you might be having coming out, like a book or anything like that. We'd love to have you back and update the audience. So keep making that impact on the world. You guys, this is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. To live your best life, you must live label free. Please don't forget to follow, subscribe, rate, review, comment, share, all those good things. And I'll be back soon with more dynamic guests.